Hey YouTube, what's up? In JT Sasuke, I'm here to bring you my review for Arrow. So rest in peace to Floyd Martin. Uh, I wasn't expecting Deadshot to go out the way he did. We got to see a lot into Deadshot's background. He, like John Diggle, was deployed into the army and he was a survivor. He came back and then that's when things went on a different path because he was very traumatized by everything that he did. He started drinking. He wasn't socializing. Eventually, he had a huge, kind of like a bit of an argument in front of his daughter with his wife, and he actually ended up pulling a gun on her because of just like the shit that was going on. He didn't mean to do it. He definitely didn't mean to do it. He didn't want to do it. It was just like very, I don't know, just a lot of trauma. It doesn't excuse what he did, but you know what I'm saying, you can understand where he's coming from. But also, it's kind of his fault because he refused to get any type of help or treatment. It actually started when he first came home. His wife was very happy to see him, but his daughter, who he seen but she never seen him, was just kind of skeptical of him, and that she was even more skeptical of him when when he made her a sandwich and she just wouldn't eat it. I don't know why, but it's like it seemed like that he'd been there for at least a few months and she still hasn't opened up to him. I think that's a big reason why, because his daughter wouldn't open up to him, which takes a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have kids, but I'm pretty sure that when you have kids, you're gonna want your kids to like you if you care about them. And it seems like he did at one point in time. So yeah. But eventually she ended up calling the police on him, got a restraining order, he got arrested, and then he got employed by the Hive, and they employed him to take out Diggle's brother. So that was his first assignment, actually, Diggle's brother. We move into the main course of the story, and the police, the mayor, the DA's office, Roy Palmer, for some reason, everybody believed that the Arrow is a killer, and that the Arrow is you need to be apprehended. Um, Roy Palmer said that he doesn't know if the Arrow actually killed any people, but he does need to be apprehended. So the rest of the episode is basically Ray Palmer finding out that the Arrow is actually Oliver Queen due to X-ray technology and facial recognition software, thanks to Felicity. And now he was trying to bring him down. They actually end up getting into a small skirmish or a fight in which the Arrow wins. Obviously, he was going to win because the Arrow is more prepared. He kind of this Arrow kind of like Batman in the sense that he's very prepared and he's very skilled. He knows what to do. I don't know what's going on with Roy. Roy got electrocuted, and then they just kind of left it at that. They didn't show any more of Roy, and I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Are we not going to talk about the fact that Roy got severely electrocuted? And Ray wasn't just trying to, like, stop them. He was trying to kill them. I mean, he sent, like, that giant force of electricity over into Roy. He was shooting shockwaves at them and shit. And I'm like, no, he's trying to kill them. But he lost, so it doesn't matter. A lot of this episode really focused on Oliver and Felicity kind of solidifying the fact that they're no longer going to be a thing, and Ray Palmer trying to actually find, I guess you could say in his own way, find the reason to actually be with Felicity, because he deducted everything. He deducted that after seeing that Oliver with the Arrow, he deducted that Felicity was working with him, and that's why she kept disappearing all of a sudden. He also eventually ended up seeing that Laurel Lance was the Black Canary, and this is all just through the way people were protecting Oliver Queen and stuff like that. So he's very smart. But he ended up deducting everything, which is when then he revealed that he was going to stop Oliver. At the end of the day, though, um, he ended up seeing that Oliver was actually innocent, and that was through basically actions instead of words. Words had a lot to do with it, but it's the fact that Oliver put an arrow to his head and then did it. But what he said helped, because he said the man that you think I am would have put an arrow through you right now and would have killed you. And then he was like, okay, well, go ahead, do it, kill me. Show Felicity the kind of man you really are. He was like, I have nothing to prove to her. Put the arrow away and said, but you do. She chose you. So, yeah, like, be with her. Really left, and I was just like, okay. So, Oliver definitely wants Felicity to be happy. I'm happy to see that. But Oliver is right about Roy, not Roy, Ray. In terms of him being a hero and saving the city. Him being a hero, saving the city, and having a regular life, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, most heroes really can't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Spider-Man. Sorry to go off topic, but look at Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy died. I think MJ died in a version of the Ultimate Spider-Man or something. Things happen, so I agree with Oliver for not getting too intimate with Felicity. So, in a nutshell, that's pretty much what happened for the first half of the episode. The other half of the episode dealt a lot with John Diggle and Lila being deployed right after their wedding and when they were supposed to be going on their honeymoon. They went to go save a senator from a terrorist attack. Come to find out that the senator set up the terrorist attack so that way he could talk the terrorists down and be seen as a war hero and try to become president of the United States. So when the Suicide Squad was deployed, they kind of fucked up and planned to even kind of kill all the people. So that's when they had to find a way to get out and save all the people. And eventually, Floyd Lawton was just like, look, we are going to save these civilians, and you two are going back to your baby. Because Lila started crying, and she was like, we're parents, we shouldn't have done this, what the hell were we thinking? And Diggle was just like, look, we're soldiers, and we accepted the mission, we went straight to the battlefield, that's what we do. So Floyd was just like, look, we're going to make sure everything is okay. Apparently off camera they ended up talking about a plan in which everybody, all four of them, would go home safely. But Floyd Lawton was just like, no. He planned himself to sacrifice himself for everybody else. Because honestly, if you think about it, if he had gotten down from there, there was like mad people coming up on them that they wouldn't have been able to see and cover. So having a bird's eye view of everything was really good for them. So if it wasn't for him staying up there, they all would have died, and so would have all the civilians. At the end of the day, the hospital blew up that he was standing on top of, and he died in the explosion. So that's why I said rest in peace to him earlier in the review. But that's pretty much the chapter. Sorry guys. That's pretty much the episode. So with that being said, it was a good episode, and I can't wait for next week. It was considerably better than the Flash episode that we got this week, so we'll have to see. These next few episodes of Arrow are gonna get dicey. For those of you that didn't see the Pele Fest trailers, watch them. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Like the review if you did. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.